there's been a lot of drama around Jada Pinkett Smith and my dog Big Willie Will Smith. Jada's book is coming out. It's called Worthy. She's doing a press run, some interviews. She's kind of starting to build up some hype around the book. And as she's doing so, has started to release some information regarding her and Will's relationship and some of their issues and kind of airing some dirty laundry in some ways. And Stephen A. Smith came out and said that Will Smith does not deserve what Jada has done to him. What are your thoughts on the Jada and Will situation, Deej?
I mean, I couldn't agree more with Stephen A. Smith is saying. I mean, I can't tell, I don't know what people do in their relationship, and that is completely their business. I don't think that the public should be into what people are doing in their relationship. But damn, he can't, he's not commenting on it on anything. And so it's just getting more and more information just getting let out there by the source. And it's kind of like weird. And, this is like icon in our eyes, especially, being African American males, one of the best, most iconic actors in my head of our time, just one of the guys who's kind of transcended the game too, in a lot of ways. Very successful, very much someone you would want to look up to, or you would want your child to look up to just get torn down over and over and over. And you never really hear like how he feels about it. He never comments on it. And then there's always more information. Like there's just always more information. That shit's sad. It's emasculating. Like talking about, the whole her and Tupac and this over and over and over. It's always a new headline. It always seems like an attention grab. And it's just for what? For what? Like, what do you need? What I don't understand. Like, what do you need as a person being heard to validate you in any way? Because it's just confusing. Like you're sitting there, you're dragging this man through the mud publicly, and he's
Right.
saying nothing ever. Like, leave it, give him a rest, give it a rest. Like, come on, man, talk about something else. Talk about something, anything else. Like it's just too much.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, I agree. I'm a big Fresh Prince of Bel-Air fan. I'm a big Will Smith fan. The slap a couple of years ago kind of threw me off, but I read Will's autobiography called Will. It was a great read, and he dives into the intimacies of his relationship with Jada in that book and some of his ups and downs and how he's really had to find himself uh, to be the right person for Jada, and how a lot of the relationship has been kind of built on a faulty foundation of him being selfish and caring more about himself. So he kind of opens up about some of their problems in their relationship, but I didn't think that he positioned her in a negative light, which I think that's where, like, now as she is about
Yeah.
to drop her book, it's been being done a little bit differently in a way that it seems like Will is being negatively portrayed to bring attention to her book. It's like, I don't mind leaking some headlines or strategically like bubbling up some attention for the book so book sales go through the roof. But I do
100%.
think it's like you have to be cognizant, conscientious of how far is too far
Yeah.
around like grabbing headlines, because I don't actually mind if she includes that information in the book. I actually think that it's better that she does include the rockiness of the relationship, the ups and downs. Like, give us the real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't paint a pretty picture if it's not a pretty picture and this is your biography. So I get that, but it's like, how are you like painting the picture of your partner for however many years as you're trying to uh build up the attention and make people read the book. So I think there's a line that you got to dance, and like you got to draw a line on, like, I'm gonna stand on my principle, and like I won't, like this is too far, and I don't know where that line is for Jada.
Dude, I think that whole like tell your truth things like kind of a cop out for a lot of people too. Like, it's just like, and not saying that like, but I feel like not saying it's cop out. I think it's a validation to say whatever you feel like is right because that's your opinion, how you feel about this, and like something like sometimes if it's your truth, like just keep that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's okay with you keeping your truth. You don't gotta like over and over and over related to this, but like, come on, man, like to say even when she came out, she's like, oh well, we haven't called each other husband and wife. So when he said that, this and the third, you're on the red carpet together, you're holding hands, you show up to a war together. That's husband and wife things. Like that is to not need to be commented on.
Right.
Whether
Yeah.
whether y'all don't call each other that or not, like it's not need to be
Yeah.
commented on. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like one
Yeah.
of those. Like come on, bro. Like
Yeah.
what are we
I feel
doing?
that.